Hello, this is 10 to 14 playthrough on Donkey Kong 64, part 26 in last parts. We defeated Puff Tossin, the Gloomy Galleon, and this part we've entered the Fungi Forest, which is, can I count right? This is the 5th area, I believe, in this game. So we're en route for the second half of this playthrough. So I went ahead and actually finally got my practice runs done for this area, and I came to the conclusion that I should turn this down here so I can actually hear myself talk. That I was going to start the Fungi Forest off with Donkey Kong. Now there are a couple stuff that you need to do. I was actually debating to go with Tiny Kong first because of these switches, but in reality you just shoot these with Tiny and then switch back to Donkey Kong. I believe these are the only switches that you're going to find yourself having to hit. That you're required to hit, I guess, but other than that, wait, let's just go ahead and switch back to Donkey Kong. This will be the last time, I hope. Actually, there could be another part later on, but for right now, I'm going to try and limit myself and switch in to other Kongs mid-part. So I'm just trying to have Donkey Kong as the main focus here. Now there's a couple more stuff. There's also a pineapple switch. I believe that part right there you won't actually need. There's nothing there for Donkey Kong just quite yet. Actually, that'll be saved for either Chunky or Tiny. Preferably both, actually. So instead, let's just follow this more preferred path here with all these bananas instead. So, as of this recording, I just got done watching the Splatoon Direct from Nintendo. It was about a half hour long. And just saying this right now is my first impressions. Really impressed with what Nintendo's doing with their Splatoon IP. They finally have their belated answer to the FPS genre. It's not really an FPS type of game, but it is a It is a type of shooter, really similar to traditional shooters, but you know it's not really traditional. It's just it's more unique, shall we say, than the other games. And I'm really looking forward to all the customizations that the game's gonna have. So I'm just wandering around here aimlessly, and there's a couple stuff that you should be getting before you even start tackling down the Fungi Forest. So what I have to look for is actually a door or like a tunnelway. That's purple because going through there's gonna be a couple stuff that we can get for Donkey Kong, and not just him, but it'll also benefit the other Kongs as well. Because we're getting so late in this game, and we just gotta really take care of business, just like that. So, just a quick note, in case if nobody's ever noticed, but this is gonna be Banjo. This level right here, Fungi Forest, is gonna be a level from Banjo-Kazooie, but apparently it got scrapped, and it just got brought over to Donkey Kong 64 instead. Alright, that's done. Just trying to make good use of Donkey Kong. I actually underestimated Donkey Kong, because before the playthrough, it actually just... The heck was that? I thought whoever's doing that is just done, but apparently, no, they're not. It's gonna make more noises, but... let's go to Cranky's lab. That's the first thing we gotta do. But okay, I guess we got all the banana medals we need, so great. Now that you got at least 15 banana medals, we can finally play the game that he was mentioning for when we get 15 banana medals. This will allow you to play Jetpack, which is a rare game. A game made by Rareware. But we're not going to be doing that just quite yet. Just like with the arcade machine from the Frantic Factory, I'm going to be holding that off till real late in the playthrough. So I'm just going to say no to him every time. I kind of skipped his dialogue, but I'll try and read it again later. So for now, it's just going to be buying all the potions. And for right now, we're not going to be bothering with the game just yet. So getting this, this was the Super Simian Slam. This will allow us to, it's actually an upgrade to our ground pound that we already have, but this one will actually allow us to, maybe skim through this text, but just in short, we're now able to hit blue switches, not just green ones, but also the blue ones, because apparently those are going to be harder to hit, and a change in ground pound animations, that will be the case. So that's Donkey Kong's new animation, and I was gonna say something, but thanks to that thud or whatever that happened in the back. As always, hope it didn't pick up in the recording because I don't want it to. Then I just lost the train of thought and what I was gonna say. So if I do see what I wanted to continue saying, that I would have annotated it by now. But anyways, getting back to this, I believe there's actually one thing you could do in this area with DK. It actually involves scaling this giant mushroom here, and I think we'll just tackle this down just by simply go through it. So this will be great, I guess. All right, first things off, there's something really special. This is gonna be the other counterpart here. There's a set of switches here. Obviously, this tells you that you gotta get all 5 Kongs to shoot these switches. Fortunately, there's no timer on these. Just make sure you hit them with all the shooters that you need to go to Funky Kong just to get. So at this point, you should have everything bought because how easy it is to get coins. As always, you just give it like pieces of candy. All right, so I guess I can get back into Splatoon a little bit. I want to try and get this playthrough done before the game comes out. So for that reason, since I'm kind of behind schedule because we're near kind of 2 weeks after the last upload for this, right back to part 25. So for that reason, starting now, every Wednesday, I'm gonna be uploading 2 videos of this game to try and get back into the schedule. But I believe I don't think there's anything we could do with DK in the middle of this mushroom. So the only significant thing for Donkey Kong in this this mushroom is just hitting this switch to the right here, and then we can just take the cannons all the way to the top. Just going with my guts here because I just recently did a practice run. Really important you do practice runs just so you can just be 100% certain that everything's here. But taking these cannons, you get all this bananas, and plus they really don't give you that much time to do it. So this is the recommended way to get up here and make sure you get that. Now let's just take a quick look down here. Yeah, it's a long ways down, so just make sure you don't fall. But also, actually, there's a midway point here where you can get a couple stuff. Apparently, I didn't do that, but another good important thing you could do is just hit that 5 panel. And I think what I'll do is actually go down. So I was gonna explore this, but there's a lot of stuff here for Chunky Kong with this Joe Banana, so I'm gonna leave to the full exploration for him, which I'll be planning in the next part because I'll decide on playing as Chunky Kong in the next part because I go in a specific linear order, so that way I have to find myself doing parts where I have to link certain parts to another video, like I did with I believe the Frantic Factory, or maybe at some other parts. Maybe there's one part I did that, but it was in the Angry Aztec. But I'm gonna go down a little bit further. I believe could be right. I don't know. Just play it safe here. I don't want to be falling or descending too far back. And one thing I want to go over about these bees. Apparently, the ones that drop bombs can be the more threatening ones, because just the fact that sometimes they can just drop it and it won't bounce, it'll just hit directly towards you. That could be really tough, especially if you're at the side of a pit. They could just hit you and they'll just fly off the ledge, and that could be really frustrating. So for that reason, it's really that bad. And later on, that'll be the reason why we'll get into a certain mechanic where we have to just get rid of that. But all right, I'll get into that more details about that I just barely got into. Here's the barrel blast challenge that every single level has, starting with the jungle japes. It did. Okay, just skinned that, but sure. Okay, better success. All right. Now, I guess I can go over a little bit more of some updates. I might out of the direct they did announce this. I'm guessing some sort of like beta, but there's this Splatoon demo going on. It's going on tomorrow, I believe. I'll try and get a video about the demo. Maybe it'll be a 1 hour special. Try and go through it. All right, with this part right here, there's 2 set of barrels. The second one has no significance. It actually just sends you on a set of barrels and just goes you back to this one. So your best interest is just to use this one right here. I believe I just hit the right one. I hope I did. But at this point, just make sure you hit everything. I got these rings right here. I think this is new, but make sure you hit those rings, and it'll actually help you get to the next one, which is like a long shot. So just make sure you hit that ring, and you're good. Just make sure you don't choke that. Alright. Challenge barrel, and it's just a cakewalk from here on out. Because there's not that many challenge barrels that are that challenging. Especially this one. Although they could be challenging because after shooting the claptraps, you have to make sure, or when they come out, they're kind of invincible when they're getting back up. So that could be kind of frustrating. Or you could shoot them during the animations. That could be also pretty good to do too. I guess I guess I didn't really think about that when I was doing that, but sure. You shoot him a little bit? No. Yeah, there it is right there. Oh, so much for the perfect run. Oh, just barely hit him. Okay. Alright, we got this. It's easy. Just using my shirt as a tissue. I don't know if it's just me or not, but yeah, you ruin your shirts by using it as a tissue. Even though I don't have that much snot in my nose. Alright, now just being gross here. Alright, gold banana number 2. Just called it. Okay, more noises. Great. I want to make sure that all that's gone before I started recording, but nope, it's still there. Alright, whoever's some quote-unquote important, just nicely done. Alright, getting back to this. Natural bananas. Yeah, just added more to the description, which, again, still trying to be consistent. I want to actually, I guess I'll go into this a little bit. The description, I really wanted to have that as part of the video instead of just in the description. But because I didn't have any good editing software at that time, or at this time right now, then I just have to resort to that. Fortunately, I can't even do that much editing because of that. But I believe now that we got all that, or we got most of the majority of the stuff in, yeah, I think we could just bail on this place, and maybe we'll go to that one area with the banana ports, the first banana ports that is. Actually, wait, okay, now I got that issue again. You know, from the gloomy galleon. I think it just started right after that, or sometimes you'll just go underwater without even wanting to, or without even pushing the button. But now, just make use of these banana pads. There's these 4 right here, teleporting you back to the main area. I'd say out of all the banana ports, that's really convenience. So now that's all done. Let's finally go in here. There's gonna be the one important stuff for Donkey Kong in this area. It's gonna involve not these steel barrels that came from Donkey Kong Country, but with this number right here, 21132. That's the number you want to be hitting, or you want to make sure you remember. But first, there's a switch, I believe. It's for Donkey Kong. It's a switch you use to... Yep, I'm right. You can hit the switch, and it'll open up this cell right here. And there's those 3 levers. You use those 3 levers to put in the combination of numbers correspond to the one on the wall. But first, let's just, before we do anything, just get this balloon. Shooting a pattern, easy. So just hitting the pattern 21132. Actually, if you're trying to look at the numbers through here, you might try and get something out of it, but it's best to just look at it from outside. You can see a little bit of it inside here, or what you could do is just in the real time, or in the modern time, you could just get your smartphone and just take a picture of the numbers and just do that. But if you were playing this game before all the smartphone jazz, then you're kind of running out of luck. Or you can just get your parents' camera from that time. Now I'm just being all random all of a sudden. But anyways, hitting those buttons, it moves that conveyor belt. But the thing with this gold banana is it's locked behind this cage, and there's that moonlight icon. We'll be getting to that a little bit. But first, oh, yeah, burpee again. Darn pizza that I just ate. Anything that I eat that's greasy, it just does that. All right, let's just make a count here. We got 73 bananas, two golden bananas. There's 2 golden bananas. I believe actually it's time. For now, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything in this area, because apparently that could be an issue, but it doesn't look like there's anything left in this area. So for now, the next thing we could possibly do is we go to the top here, or just screw that. Forget, you can climb on top with this little ticky thingy. I forget what they're called. You know, part of the clock or whatever. But I guess that's the theme there. But the time apparently. But I want to look for this cannon here. There's one right around here, like right here. This will shoot you to the top right here, and you're coming across to this. This presents the main gimmick of the Fungi Forest, where you can switch between day and night, just like Sonic Unleashed. You can switch from day or night. You don't have to wait or anything, you know, like in Xenoblade or Skyrim. Nope, it's just instantaneously. So now, this is what I'm mainly going to do. There could be a part where I could... Okay, just avoid the fall damage, good. There could be a part where I could start the video at nighttime, or I could begin the part with daytime. But for this instance, I'm just starting the video with daytime, and I'm going to end with nighttime. Just like a good measures. Or try to be realistic, shall we say. But now it's nighttime. That gold banana that was in that cage with that night icon, that'll actually go away, and most of the levels and terrains will actually be changed. So like certain areas we can't access during the night, and there's gonna be some access or some areas that we can't access during the day. Kind of an interesting but tedious type of gimmick. Also, there's this one area too. Also, there's some enemies that actually change spot, such as those mushroom things that are disguised. Those will change into those new enemies that are called the bones, apparently. Just going by the Donkey Kong 64 wiki. Could be wrong, but I guess we can just call them dry gremlings. Just to be unique. Or go into these vines or whatever. Yeah, actually, they look like they're regular terrain or whatever. They're like platforms you can stand on, but actually, they're actually hazardous to you, and just walking straight into them, you'll actually get hurt, so just be careful about that. But that's the reason why they gave you the Super Duper Kong. I forget what it's called. Oh, the Strong Kong, actually. I just forgot about it a little bit, but that's the reason why they gave it to you, so you don't have to deal with that. That, and you can hit that switch that I just hit right now. Alright, get in here. Actually, this might be a more infamous part. But there's I got to this enemy. There's this Kasha right here. Just kill him like that. Nade slam him. Or Nade slap him. Get that. Actually, there's like one of these blocks, like you saw like a while back. You got these switches. You don't need Chunky Kong's help, or you don't need Chunky Kong to hit those. Any Kong can hit those. So just a quick note there. Now we gotta book it to the top here. If you're barely enough time, just make sure you make use of your speed running tactics just to get up here, like so. And make sure you know where the vines are. All right. Easy as that. Now you just gotta make sure we get it. Because, oh boy, minecart mayhem. It was easy the first time, but I wonder what they're gonna throw at us next. Oh, I see it right there. I don't know how to play. Right. Yes, last time we had 1, now there's 2. Great. I think my initial strategy here is give yourself a lot of time to actually make your moves, such as like right here. Just do that. Just put these TNT crates in a really tough spot, such as this, like that. Like try and juke them out, and just like that. Just take the slowest path or whatever, just like that. And he's just trying to stall at the time. You could try and a good tip you can try and do is get both the TNT crates together, and that'll actually just decrease their speed times on how they can try and approach you. But that was not that bad. We were able to just stick to one lane. Not that tough. Just use the brakes a lot more than you do in Mario Kart, and just like that, number 4 already. Now all we got to do is just go and find that cast plat, and maybe try and find the remaining bananas that we haven't found. And we're on our way here. Just a really quick part. I did say that, you know, in the first parts I would explore, but since there's half the area that doesn't require you to play as Donkey Kong, that's going to be the reason why I'm not going to be exploring those areas. I'm going to leave those up to the other Kongs. Mainly Diddy Kong will. I think I'll have Diddy or Lanky Kong explore those areas. And maybe, yeah, just the other Kongs too. Tiny and Chunky will have an area that they'll explore in their parts. So there's a banana fairy. Be great, because I'm actually going to be trying to record consecutively. So hopefully these banana fairy refills won't go to waste. Thanks to the, you know, the fact that, oh, what is it? When you restart the game, your stats get halved when the next time you boot up the game. So I believe, actually, thinking about it, with the enemy placements at night, the grenade, those big heavy guys that throw grenades, those are replaced by bones at night, and the Kashas, they replace the guys hiding in the mushrooms. So just that right there. And also the bee, there are bees in this area, but they're also replaced by a new enemy, which is actually hostile bats. There are bats in this game where, you know, they don't really hurt you; they're just there for scenery. But there are bats that actually hurt you. And I got 88 right there. Yeah, now I'm actually kind of worried here. I got everything I need, except for those 12 bananas that I just somehow don't know where they are. Maybe they could be somewhere in between these paths. I just gotta really look. So I'll just try and find some resources to try and search here. Actually, let me try. There could be another branching path here. Maybe I'll actually show it off here. But first, I'll actually keep it at night just for now, just in case if I need it at night. Or I could check these trees. Or not trees, but they're just mushrooms that are like trees. Alright, nothing there. I think there could be one thing in the back here for Donkey Kong. Also, the music's kind of creepy too. This is, you thought this place could be all happy and such. Not, you're just not right. Alright, so apparently there's that banana right there. Now I'm missing just 2 bananas. Okay, so they're gonna be in a trail here, which I don't know exactly where they could be. Although it could be maybe by the mushroom. So I'll give that place one good look, and if I don't find it there, I'll just cut to wherever it could be. So I think here's what I could do. Since I don't need it to be, I just fingers crossed. Because I don't need it to be night anymore, I'm just gonna have it back to daytime just for now. Alright, so now we got the cutscene again. Hitting that day switch, or hitting the sun switch, that'll obviously switch it back to daytime. And this is, unfortunately, this is the only way you can change the daytime in the Fungi Forest, is coming back to the main area and just manually shooting. With any Kong, you can shoot the switches to turn it back to daytime. Kind of tedious if you ask me, but that's what you got to deal with. Now let's just actually initially try and go to the mushroom and just find something. So I'll just give a good look through here, and if I don't find it, then oh well. I'll have to spend like 30 minutes trying to find a couple set of bananas. Oh my god, those sneaky bananas that I somehow didn't just get. Apparently there's those 2 sneaky bananas I just somehow missed because maybe I just dropped down from this ladder because, you know, the fact that I just did this part backwards and I didn't just gradually ascend up to the mushroom, but I did say I was gonna do that for a different Kong, not Donkey Kong. But alright, so that's weirdly over. That's gonna be it for part 26. Tune in next time for part 27 of Donkey Kong 64, as we're gonna continue the Fungi Forest exploration with Chunky Kong. Finally, we get to play as him and not have to wait through all the other 4 Kongs just to do so. So that's gonna be it. Actually, there's one thing right there. We'll do that for Lanky Kong pretty soon, but that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. That's not my usual outro, but got all that. That's a wrap. Till then, see you guys later.